I'm talking about the pinche mafia. Are you ready to kill me or ready to kill me?
No, you're not taking care of shit.
I swear for God, I will call my daddy, that's a lawyer, and you will regret it.
In a world bound by rules and regulations, there are moments that defy logic and leave us questioning the audacity of specific individuals. Today, we'll be looking at 8 such entitled people who think they are above the law. An entitled mafia leader. Let's start with Aldo, a mafia leader who thought it was okay to threaten the law. Aldo's encounter with the police took a surprisingly odd turn when he was pulled over.
Are you Aldo?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Aldo. I'm Officer Donahue. Do you have your driver's license on you? What happened in here?
Making it one of those moments that leave you questioning people's judgment. Aldo, presumed to be intoxicated.
Were you drinking in here?
No.
No?
I have like 2 beers, but no
You had 2
problem.
beers in here?
The problem is like, I don't find my phone, you know?
Not only resorted to aggressive behavior, but also decided that dropping mafia-related threats was the way to handle the situation.
Hey,
Aldo, are you talking to me or about them?
I'm talking about the pinche mafia. I'm not scared of nobody. Yeah, I'm not scared of you.
I'm not
I'm not
talking about
scared
the
of you.
mafia either.
Whoa, I'm
I'm
not
not
scared of
talking
you.
about the mafia
Pues
either.
chinga tu madre, güey. A mí no me vengas a hablar con mamadas. Te voy a
Aldo,
romper bien tu
Aldo.
puta madre, ¿no?
As the police tried to conduct their routine checks, Aldo unleashed a string of threats, asserting his supposed mafia connections.
Don't f*** me, right? Tu madre, pinche güerito de mierda.
It's just like a scene out of a movie where the character, thinking they're invincible, throws around names and connections to intimidate the authorities.
The last time they me, you know?
Well, I'm not here to mess with you. I got called here. You know,
Right.
I want to make sure you get home
Are
safe.
you ready for whatever?
Yeah.
I'm ready for whatever.
Are you?
Are you ready to kill me or ready to kill you?
However, the officers on duty weren't swayed by Aldo's empty threats.
Wait, I'm looking for your family.
1:30.
I know how many babies you got.
They continued with their duties, showing remarkable professionalism in the face of Aldo's absurdity.
Because I'm arresting you for driving under the influence of alcohol.
No, for how long? For ready? All right.
Yes.
Chinga tu madre.
Okay, Aldo.
Chinga tu madre, güey.
Stop, okay?
No.
Stop.
No.
Stop.
I want you to help me. Stop. I want
Aldo,
you to help me.
stop. No, nobody's hurting you.
Oh, look at the camera.
Stop. Why are you kicking him? For what? Why are you kicking him? For what?
Why you bother me? Why?
He told you he arrested
You.
DUI.
You. I'm not driving.
It's a reminder that law enforcement is trained to handle each situation with a level and clear head, no matter how outrageous the claims. Aldo faced several charges, including battery against a police officer, resisting arrest, and criminal trespassing.
Because you're under arrest for DUI.
And why? You don't stop driving.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, do not stop driving. Somebody called you?
You want me to tell you?
Yes.
Can you listen?
No.
Okay. I won't tell you that. Put in my report.
For what?
You were in your car.
Uh-huh.
You had your keys.
Yes.
You were in control of your
Yes.
car and you were drunk.
Yeah, no. I'll come back from my phone.
He also received citations for driving under the influence, driving with an expired license, and driving an uninsured vehicle. This case demonstrates that reality hits hard, and antics like threatening a police officer are likely to land you in even hotter water.
Stay here. Aldo! Sit down.
Well, mafia leaders aren't the only ones who think they are above the law. Some TikTok users do too. The entitled TikToker, Amanda, who has a significant following on TikTok, found herself in a horrific spotlight when her DUI escapade became the nail in the coffin of her social media reign. As the footage begins, we witness about 30 seconds of uninterrupted chaos. Amanda, keys in the ignition, car in drive, and completely unconscious. The irony kicks in as the officer strategically refrains from knocking on her window to capture evidence against claims of alertness.
Put it in park. Put the car in park.
What follows is a surreal spectacle of Amanda's refusal to engage with the law. Not only does she pay no heed to the officer's instructions, but she also leans back as if preparing for a nap.
Police department, put the car in park.
An absurd and risky act given her surroundings. In a desperate attempt to prevent potential disaster, the officers continuously ask her to put the car in park, emphasizing the danger she poses to herself and others.
Put it in park! Wake up!
As the incident unfolds, Amanda's fate takes a turn for the worse.
Police department, open the door!
The revelation of her arrest and subsequent charges, DUI and resisting arrest without violence, suggests a clear disregard for the law.
Cop car.
Yeah, that you crashed into just now.
Me?
Yes. How much have you had to drink tonight?
Despite the clarity of her drunken state and the potential harm she could have caused, Amanda's legal consequence seems surprisingly lenient. 6 days of community service and 12 months of probation. The incident didn't just mark the end of Amanda's joyride, it also brought her social media empire to a halt. TikTok swiftly deleted her account, and her once loyal followers turned against her. Despite the video capturing the gravity of Amanda's actions,
Can you answer our questions?
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the cop cars that are...
Yeah, because you were asleep at the light.
Yeah,
All right,
because,
Can you look at me for a sec?
what's up?
Can you answer my questions? Where are you?
I'm at, what time is it?
the legal repercussions appear very light. The 6 days of community service and probation seemingly fail to reflect the potential harm she could have inflicted. It leaves us questioning whether justice was truly served, or if Amanda's social media status played a role in her relatively lenient punishment. In the end, Amanda Caravala's DUI incident reminds us that entitlement doesn't exempt one from the consequences of reckless actions, even if you were once the queen of TikTok. Every drunk person exhibits symptoms in a different way. While some take naps at traffic lights like Amanda, others try to kill their husbands, an entitled drunk wife.
No, you're not taking care of shit.
Malarkey's case is a clear story of entitled behavior and a blatant disregard for the law.
Excuse me.
Step out.
No, excuse me.
Get out of the car now.
No!
I will tase you if you don't get out of the car.
Get your hands off of me.
Stop! I told you you're under arrest. Get out of the car.
From the outset, it's clear that she believes herself to be above any consequences for her actions.
You don't stop tugging.
I'm gonna tase you if you don't get.
Malarkey starts her escapade by attempting to hit her husband with a car, with her own children in the back seat. This audacious act sets the tone for her reckless behavior.
My attorney has filed a motion to quash this.
You hit us, you do anything stupid towards us, and we're adding charges on. If you hit us or anything, let's go.
You've already hit me.
When confronted by the police, Malarkey immediately adopts an entitled attitude, refusing to comply with their orders and resisting arrest.
Now you got a whole show for your neighbors here.
I'm not getting in that car until I call my attorney. I'm calling my attorney. It's
not gonna happen.
No, I'm calling my attorney.
She seems to believe she can dictate the terms of the encounter. Malarkey not only makes false statements about having trouble exiting the vehicle, but also absurdly claims her children are home alone.
My children are home alone.
You an order in the car.
My children are home alone. My children are home alone.
This fabrication is likely an attempt to manipulate the situation. She aggressively threatens legal action against the officers, demonstrating a sense of entitlement that assumes she can intimidate her way out of trouble.
We will take care of your children.
No, you're not taking care of shit.
The discovery of alcohol on her breath makes her erratic behavior more clear.
I smell an odor of alcohol on your breath.
No, that's my piss.
That's your piss?
I'm pissing on you.
Her nonsensical statement claiming an odor of alcohol is actually her own urine adds an amusing touch to the encounter. Despite being in the wrong, Malarkey continues to physically resist arrest. Her threatening language, including stating, further shows her complete disregard for authority and the seriousness of her actions.
Hey, I didn't tell you to get out of the car. Stop. Nobody threw your children on the ground.
You are a shitty fucking human being.
That's messed up.
Even after being placed in handcuffs, Malarkey refuses to cooperate.
Aren't you with putting your fucking dirty ass hands on me?
Stop moving.
The arrest process becomes physically challenging for the officers as they have to carry her inside for booking, emphasizing her unyielding resistance.
Stop kicking us.
I'm gonna kick you right in the fucking ass.
That's mean. Don't do that.
Malarkey's entitled actions resulted in several charges, including felony aggravated DUI, assault of an officer, and obstructing justice. While Malarkey is just an ordinary citizen thinking she's above the law, there are cases where actual people of the law share Malarkey's delusions, the entitled drunk state legislator. This story unfolds on the dimly lit roads where a state legislator, supposed to be the epitome of law and order, finds herself on the wrong side of a traffic stop.
Hello. Can I see your license, please?
Yes.
This legislator, evidently under the influence, attempts to use her position as a shield against the oncoming legal storm.
Nice looking big water like glass. Okay.
So, like, I haven't had much sleep because I'm not trying to, like, say anything, but, like, I'm a legislator, so we haven't had much sleep.
After being pulled over for speeding, the legislator believes her political stature should exempt her from the scrutiny that the common man faces.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So these are my plates, even though they're not in my car.
Okay. All right, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
We haven't had a lot of
So
sleep.
to me, you're just another citizen,
Like,
another driver
totally,
on the road.
Totally cool. Yeah.
She attempts to pull rank, dropping hints of her legislative role, hoping the officers would turn a blind eye to her intoxicated state.
So let me explain to you the reason for the stop so you understand, okay?
I was speeding.
Yes, you were speeding. You were doing 60 on St. Francis. The limit is 45. Even I'm speaking with you, I can smell the alcoholic beverages from your breath.
Okay.
Okay, so altogether, how many drinks did you have altogether?
Well, I had like 3, but I also had 3.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to turn off these bright flashing lights.
Okay.
And then we'll initiate the assessment, okay?
However, standing firm in their duty, the officers see through the smoke and mirrors. Despite her attempts to avoid sobriety tests and a breathalyzer, the legislator is eventually arrested for driving under the influence.
Right.
The limit for DUI in the state of New Mexico is 0.08. Twice that value is 0.16. At 0.16 or above, it becomes an aggravated DUI.
Okay.
So the charge would be aggravated DUI.
It's a classic case of entitlement meeting its match in the hands of law enforcement. Similar to this state legislator, people, including the shoplifter ahead, commit a crime and then expect to be left free with no consequences to face. The entitled shoplifter Steffi, the shoplifter, is a prime example of someone who firmly believes they are above the law. When confronted with shoplifting, she immediately asserts her entitlement instead of acknowledging her wrongdoing.
Bring your card, come back inside the store, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Bring your card inside the store, please.
I'm coming inside the store.
Now.
I am coming out. I don't know what you're looking for.
Stevie confidently states that she doesn't need to comply with the police officer's requests because her father is a lawyer.
I swear for God, I will call my daddy that's a lawyer, and you will regret it.
This declaration reflects a common trend among entitled individuals who attempt to leverage their connections to evade consequences.
I'm telling you is, I don't go to jail. I don't have a record. But what I'm
Right, but what I'm telling you is today, you can make your way to the county.
What did I make?
Number one is this purse and also the clothes in this cart that you bagged up at the register.
As the situation escalates, Steffi continues to resist arrest.
Okay?
Let me tell y'all something. I scanned my motherfucking pennies. And there's an employee here that motherfucking seen it. If you think I shoplifted my fucking pennies.
Insisting that the officer must uncuff her and even threatening legal action by mentioning her father's profession.
Take your card, give me my money back. I'll go somewhere else. Take my card, give me my money back. Straight up.
This audacious behavior shows her delusional belief that the rules do not apply to her, emphasizing the entitled mindset that some individuals adopt when facing the consequences of their actions.
You can go back to this door right here.
This?
Ma'am, push the cart inside the store.
I'll put my card inside the store before I snap.
All right, go ahead and put your card up over here for me.
Okay, so what are y'all talking about? What is it? Because it's two transactions.
Do you have an ID on you?
No. But I can tell you my name.
So let's stop right now, okay? I'm stopping you for shoplifting. If you want to leave out of here, you're going to change your attitude. Stop. If you want to leave out of here, you're going to change your attitude.
Okay.
If not, I'll just take you to the county because I really don't care.
I don't go to jail.
You don't?
Despite being caught shoplifting, Stevie focuses on obtaining a refund from the Walmart worker and demands the officer's compliance with her requests.
Tell her, can you just tell her to put,
Walk this way for me,
put my
please.
money back on my
Ma'am.
card?
Hold this for
Can you
Walk
put
this way for me,
can you
please.
put my money back on my
Walk
card
this
and get
way.
my refund?
You'll get this in a second. Walk this way.
I would tell
All
y'all.
this is stand here.
y'all can take
Let's walk
all
this
of
way.
that, 'cause I don't want it. 'Cause I'm
Ma'am,
not
leave
down
everything
there.
in the car and
'Cause I
walk
done
this
paid
way.
$300 for
That's
all
fine.
my stuff.
Walk this way.
Please don't be aggressive.
Walk this way.
Please don't be aggressive.
Pay attention to what I'm telling you then.
This unwillingness to accept accountability further shows the entitled attitude exhibited by some individuals who think they can maneuver their way around the law. Stevie is eventually charged with resisting an officer without violence and theft for stealing a purse worth $326. She also had to spend 48 hours in county jail. While some people like Stevie are outright delusional, others like PJ Pratt take shelter behind movements like the sovereign citizen movement to justify their entitlement. The entitled sovereign citizen. The scene opens with a seemingly polite exchange between PJ Pratt and a police officer during a routine traffic stop.
How's it going, man? Say that again? Because you have a possible suspended license.
Pratt, however, takes an unusual stance by refusing to roll down his window, showing an initial hint of defiance.
Man, I can barely hear you.
The officer maintains composure, merely informing Pratt of the reason for the stop.
Said you pulled me for what? For a possible suspended license.
The plot thickens as Pratt produces a stack of documents and boldly declares that he doesn't need a driver's license.
He's saying he doesn't.
Do you have a driver's license?
Not on me.
Okay, I need your driver's license or your ID card, please.
Who are you? Who are you? Let me see your business card.
Identification, please.
I'm not required by law to show you my identification. You're
going.
Here, Pratt's sense of entitlement takes center stage, challenging a fundamental requirement for driving in the United States. His misguided belief leads him to utter phrases like, "Anything said now is under duress," attempting to assert control over a situation where compliance is the norm.
What's your first name? I don't have to identify myself. Yes, you do. I'm not required to identify myself. Sir, I'm asking you what your name is. What's your first name? I mean, you know, before I say anything else, anything I say now is under threat, duress, and extortion. No, this is an investigation. It's an investigatory traffic stop. What's your name?
As the dialogue unfolds, Pratt introduces a new and confusing element by claiming not to know his birth year.
Okay, what's your date of birth?
12/25.
What year?
I was a baby.
You don't know what year you were born?
I really don't even know what the correct date I was born.
Raising eyebrows and suggesting a possible attempt to evade accountability. The officer's patience is tested, and they're all probably left wondering how deep Pratt's disconnect from reality goes. The climax of entitlement arrives when Pratt engages in a dangerous chase with law enforcement.
All right, if we get him boxed in, get him out of that car. Block the car in and get him out of it.
Flaunting his affiliation with the sovereign citizen movement. The movement, known for rejecting government authority, sees Pratt refusing to acknowledge the rules of the road and endangering lives.
1, 2, 3, oh! Over here.
And then y'all broke my vehicle for no reason.
That's what happens when you roll.
Well, I didn't know who was who. You don't know how many lives you just threw around here, so I don't want to hear you take them out.
The aftermath reveals the consequences of Pratt's entitled journey. The officer rightly emphasizes that Pratt risked numerous lives during the chase. The story takes a dramatic turn as Pratt's identity is finally revealed as Harold Platt, charged with a list of offenses.
Why being the same?
All right, buddy. Hey, listen up. Just listen. Nope.
I'm listening.
You have the right to listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
All right, you have the right to remain silent, not say anything which might incriminate yourself. Anything you say or can and will be used against you in a court of law. You can stop answering questions I ask you at any time. You have the right to have a lawyer with you when you go to court or during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you. Do you understand these rights?
No.
You don't understand these rights?
No.
Okay, well, I've read them to you verbatim, okay?
I don't even know what that means.
If so, do you wish to proceed with questioning at this time?
I don't even know. Anything you say now Like I said before,
So anything you see from now on can be used.
anything that happened from earlier, like I said before, till now, has been under threat, duress, and consortium, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay, well, I've read you your rights, okay?
The charges include eluding arrest, drug-related offenses, assault, and numerous traffic violations, showing the contrast between his perceived entitlement and the harsh reality of legal consequences. While Pratt might just be an ordinary citizen, there are also cases of police officers abusing their power. The 3 entitled police officers. The new Smyrna Beach Police Department case shines a spotlight on officers who initially seemed to believe they were above the law. It's a story of a peaceful protester with a sign that read, "God bless the homeless vets," who found himself on the wrong side of a seemingly entitled trio, Sergeant Kirkland and Officers Galt and Beatty. It all started off as a serene protest, an individual exercising their right to free expression. However, a call from a nearby restaurant claiming disturbance kicked off a sequence of events that exposed a potential abuse of authority. The officers arrive, armed not just with badges, but with a sense of entitlement that leads them to wrongly believe they can evict the protester from a public space merely for causing a minor inconvenience. As the incident unfolds, we witness the officers doubling down on their misguided actions. The protester, aware of his rights, stands firm, refusing to yield to the officers' demands. The trio, however, decides they've had enough, leading to the protester's arrest. Fast forward to the interrogation room, where a detective, armed with professionalism and an expectation of honesty, dives into the officer's version of events. Sergeant Kirkland takes the stage, spinning a narrative that seems, at first, to align with the officer's actions. However, as the footage rolls on, we see discrepancies emerge which sheds light on their entitlement. Maintaining his composure, Officer Galt emphasizes the importance of considering both sides, an ironic twist given their initial dismissal of the protesters' rights. The detective later uncovers a contradiction regarding a concealed weapon, and it's revealed that Officer Beatty neglected to inform the individual of their right to an attorney. The entitled facade begins to crumble. In a surprising turn, the officers, to their credit, admit their mistake. However, no formal charges are filed. The case serves as a reminder that even those entrusted with upholding the law can sometimes believe they stand above it. While the police officer's crime might seem like a heinous act, wait till you watch how a senator abused his power. The entitled senator, a 35-year-old Republican senator from Oklahoma, found himself entangled in a disturbing scandal involving Craigslist, a Super 8 motel, and a teenager. The story begins with a concerned father tipping off the Moore Police Department about his 17-year-old son, who had checked into a motel with Senator Shorty. The police, initially unaware of the senator's true identity, found themselves pounding on the motel room door, uncovering a scene reeking of marijuana.
Smells like some hydro in there.
And an influential politician caught in a compromising situation.
Show me your hands. You got an ID, Shorty? Shorty doesn't sound like a last name to me.
The officers at that time had no idea, who Mr. Shorty was or anything, or the magnitude of what this would turn out to be.
We witness Shorty's attempts to maintain an air of innocence as the interrogation unfolds, initially claiming a mere conversation.
So what was going on over here tonight, man?
We were just hanging out and talking about life and stuff.
His defense collapses under the weight of marijuana fumes and suspicious circumstances. During the interrogations, Shorty's entitled mindset becomes evident. Despite overwhelming evidence, he attempts to downplay the severity of his actions, presenting himself as a compassionate mentor, helping a struggling graduate student. The revelation of explicit text messages, however, exposes a different reality.
He's either here for narcotics or prostitution for narcotics.
The climax of the story comes when faced with a federal grand jury indictment charging Shorty with child sex trafficking and child pornography. His refusal to accept responsibility and initial plea of not guilty shows a desperate attempt to cling to his perceived immunity.
Yeah, you can shut the door. You're good. We're done. He probably explained. I don't know if he explained to you. We're just going to do a report, document everything.
Despite the twists and turns, justice prevails. Shorty eventually reaches a plea agreement, admitting guilt to one count of child sex trafficking. The senator faced a minimum of 10 years in prison. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.